Hey, it's Dr. Reyes, Tubby Doc here. This is episode 2 of my review of the Forerunner Garmin 55. On my last video, I showed you that this was a button-based device, and I wanted to show you some new things that I've recently learned. In the past month, Garmin decided to update this and give us some new software, which was much appreciated. I wish they would just put strength training on here. So to take a look at it, some of you saw it's called HIIT training, so high intensity interval training. And so I'm gonna click down here. You saw me click the stop start up here to get to this menu, and then hit this bottom button where my thumb is at to go down to there. And there, I put it up as the first one. It'll probably be on the bottom for you guys. Now, you press on that, that's it. That's what I'm using for gym exercises. I recommend to use that for gym exercises too. You press on that, and if you wanna move that to your, favorite. So what I would do when you're on this menu, this is what I learned recently, cool trick. On the up button, which is the central one right here, this button here, hold, and it'll give you options, and go down here, you can set as favorite. There you go. And so now, and then you can move it up. So if you want to make it, I'm gonna make it not my top one, it'll be my second one there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna put it there and hit there. So now it's there under favorite. So let me reset so you guys can see it. There you go. And now it's second. Now, if you wanna, and this is what I learned recently today too, because I was like, how do you change the favorites? I finally figured out how to do it. So let's say that's an outdoor run, and I don't want that because I do more treadmill running. So I want my treadmill running to be number 1. So, you know, arrow down, you can see the sidebar, that's how you know it's selected. With that up, press and hold. And so now you're in the treadmill settings, go down, and you can remove it from favorites if you want to, or you can reorder the app. So I'm gonna reorder it, press the top to select it. That's your enter button, if you wanna call it that. And I'm gonna move that treadmill running up to the top one and hit go there. So now I've organized, now I can go down. I'm gonna put treadmill walking up there too, which is walk indoor. So I'm gonna, and then so to select it again, to get into the settings, press and hold the up, boom, go down, reorder app. Here's your enter button, stop start. I'm gonna move it up. I want that to be number 2. That's my most common ones that I use. And I'm gonna actually move running down now, outdoor running, because I try not to do that too much because I don't wear down shoes. All right, so I'm gonna press and hold the center. I'm gonna go down, and I'm gonna say reorder app, and I'm gonna move that under HIIT. Boom, so now I have my top 5, which is outdoor walk is on the bottom, then run, then my HIIT training for exercise, for lifting, and then my indoor stuff. So I probably should add biking. I will do that later. Now, when we do the HIIT, so check out HIIT. So I'm gonna press it, you press it again, and if you're doing your exercises, whether or not you're really doing HIIT or not, doesn't matter. Use this for your strength training. And then you can just, every time you get done with a set or a round, then you can just press this down here, and then it'll say round 2, round 3. Now, the one thing I don't like is I love the strength training app on the other Garmin, like on the Vivo Active series, because it'll give you a rest and your cycle. So it doesn't do that on this. Perhaps it doesn't really matter because it's nice to know that you went lifting for 20, 30 minutes. But I like that breakdown where it said rest. You rested for this amount of time and you actively lifted for this amount of time. You don't get that feedback on this. You just get rounds, and then you could hit stop. And then you can dump it just like anything on discard. I'm gonna discard this one, yes. All right, the other cool thing I wanna share with you as part of this episode is I discovered this, maybe you saw the YouTube short or my Instagram on it, but there's interval training on here when you go running outdoors. So check this out. So let's go select the outdoor run and hit enter, and then go options. It's waiting for GPS, but we're gonna go up to options. So press up, which is the center button over there. And you're gonna see run, go down to training centers, press enter or the start stop button. And there you go, there's intervals. There's these other things down here established. I haven't used any of these. There's your training calendar if you wanna use that. But use, I don't know what Pace Pro Plans is, but use intervals. Now the default interval is this. So there's 5 intervals that you're gonna go a quarter mile each, and then they do a rest time. So they do a distance fast and a rest pace by time base. So it's a mixture of that type of intervals. I kind of like that. And so go fast. I did this today on the last day of the year, and I found it to be very useful. So you only rest 90 minutes instead of, now, if you want to change this, you can go change it. And so that's what's cool. You can customize this. If you just want to do a distance, completely distance, or you want to do a time-based, you can do a time-based one. But this is their default, and it's a good way to get started. Now, even if you can't run or jog for that quarter mile, just walk faster. And then your rest pace is slower, so walk slower, what's comfortable for rest for that 90 seconds. And it's nice because it beeps you automatically, and this is a great default to get your cardio going very early, and you don't have to get into it like you're a computer programmer and change things up. I think this is very good. And nothing says that you have to go fast for the full quarter mile. I mean, if you can go for half of 0.12 miles, and then if you want to slow down, then you just take an early rest. There's nothing wrong with that. So that concludes episode 2. I hope you guys like that. So far, I'm liking the button-based. I still miss my Vivo Active, to be honest with you. And mainly it's the strength. So if there's anyone out there who works for Garmin, if you're one of the software people, can you just put on the strength app onto this? I'd really appreciate it, and I think my patients would appreciate it too. All right, this is Tubby Doc out.